Hi everyone, and welcome to my Q&A video where I'm going to be answering all of the questions that you all so graciously asked me from the last video. I'm super excited to share with you guys so that you can get to know me a little better. So yeah, let's get started. Do you have any pets? I do. I have 3 dogs, 1 cat, and 2 calves. One of my dogs is actually blind. We found him on the road and he's missing an eye and he's blind in the other one. So yeah, that's really sad. What's your favorite movie? Okay, this is like a super hard question. Okay, probably Tangled and Olympus Has Fallen. If you haven't seen Olympus Has Fallen, it is such a good movie if you like violence. If you don't like violence, then I wouldn't recommend it, but if you are completely messed up in the head like I am, then you would love that movie. The sequel just came out, London Has Fallen, and I cannot wait to see it. And Tangled is just such a beautiful movie. It's so aesthetically pleasing and it's just so cute and I love that movie. What is your biggest fear? My biggest fear is definitely frogs, hands down, no question about it. I am not scared of many things in life except for frogs. They just haunt my dreams. They're terrifying. So we were living in this house and there was a bathroom in the hallway. That was what all the kids used. And there were 2 sinks, a shower, and then a wall that came out and the toilet was there. And so I went in, I was 7 or 8 years old, and I went in to go use the bathroom, and I opened the lid to the toilet, and there is a giant Cuban frog in there, like the size of your head, just sitting in there. And I lost it. I freaked out. I ran out of the bathroom screaming. And my brothers and my dad came and took care of it, but I didn't go back in that bathroom for 2 years. I didn't go back into that bathroom until we moved out of the house. So yeah, frogs would definitely be my biggest fear because it just dictates my life. I am terrified of frogs. Which leads me to the next question, which is, what is your favorite animal? And spiders. Spiders are my, can we just count them as an animal? Like, I know they're an arachnid, but can we just count them as an animal? Because they're my favorite species, I guess you could call it then. But spiders. My favorite is a bird-eater tarantula. Like, I almost bought one at Fossil Fest last year because it was just like this big. It was beautiful. What is your favorite genre? Okay, that is really hard because I will basically read anything. Pretty much, except for romance and sometimes contemporary. Contemporary's kind of, I have mixed feelings about contemporary, but fantasy, adventure, sci-fi, anything really that is epic, I will read. So kind of like all of them, except for romance and contemporary. Okay, what is your favorite color? I knew someone was gonna ask me this question. And my favorite color would definitely be yellow because yellow is such a happy color and it's just the color of everything fun, and I love yellow, everything yellow. And in case you're wondering, my favorite flower is a sunflower just because it's yellow. What are you currently reading? Okay, whoever asked this question, that is a very touchy subject because I just got finished reading a fantastic book that is called Scarlet, and it's up here. If you've read that book, you know how utterly incredible it is. So finding a book to read after it is just kind of impossible because I've gone through like 10, just picking them up and reading them halfway through and just like, whatever. Female main characters or male main characters? Okay, like I've never thought about this question before. Like, which one's your favorite? Okay. I kind of feel bad for not saying female characters because I am a female. So, but I love female characters. I really do. But male characters, it's easier to get that strong personality without it being too forced in the story, where a female character can be too whiny or annoying or what have you. They're just a little more touchy from personal experience. So both. I would say both. Because they both have their strengths and their weaknesses, and I love writing both and I love reading about both, so I can't choose just one. So I'm going to go with both. I love both female and male main characters. What is the most interesting place you've ever visited? That's interesting. So this is about last year during our Christmas vacation. We went to North Carolina and there was this graveyard there. And it was where my great-grandmother, who lives with us now, used to live. And that's where basically all of her family's buried, like from the 1700s. So it was kind of like a family reunion of dead people, as morbid as it sounds. But it was really cool. I loved it. It was so fun. And I have this weird and creepy infatuation with graveyards. Like, I don't know why, what's wrong with me, but I do. So that was really interesting because I've been to old graveyards and, Revolutionary War graveyards, and this one was just really cool because they were all related to me. Like, is that weird? What random thing inspires your writing? Okay, I would have to say like car chases because those things are just so stinking cool and just like, wow, I need to write better just to be that epic. But on a less random note, other people's writing inspires me just from every which way possible, just to see someone's creativity splayed out on a page. I mean, plot holes and world building and all of that stuff aside, just to see someone who has this story in their heart and then they share it to the public, like, whoa, that is super brave. That just totally inspires me. Just to see creativity running rampant through a bookstore or a library is just such an amazing feeling and definitely inspires me. Okay, and lastly, Coke or Pepsi? That's like the question of the century. But I would have to say Coke, just because I don't know what else to say. Well, actually, Pepsi, in my opinion, can be sometimes more sweet, and Coke I just enjoy better, I guess. So I would have to say Coke. So yeah, that's all I have. Thank you so much for watching and commenting and all of that fun jazz. Thank you for commenting last week, all of your questions and all of the kind words and support that you've given me for my last video, which was pretty sad, but thank you for encouraging me and just being so nice. I really appreciate it and I cannot wait to chat with you all in the next video. Happy reading! So my phone is literally like dangling by 5 pieces of tape from my tripod because I still haven't fixed my camera yet, and I am like super scared of it right now. It's gonna fall any second.